Hey guys, Jennifer Dixon here, live with Thrive Yoga and Wellness. I'm also a coach with Fitter, and I'm going to just make sure that I am seen and heard here. Let's see. I hope everybody's doing okay today. In today's workout, it's going to be a weighted circuit workout for right now, at least. And I'll try to shoot something or make sure that we get something more yoga related or Pilates related next week. I'm kind of trying to mix things up just a bit. We're still recovering somewhat from managing the with COVID. Oh, I can hear myself. Okay, great. So, as long as I can hear myself, then we are good to go. Feel free to shoot me a comment or a message down below if you end up joining in while we are live. I'm just trying to give you guys a glimpse or a little workout that you can try at home with weights. Just for it's here in the States, it's about to be Thanksgiving. So I wanted to be sure to provide a workout for you that you can do either before the company comes or while the company's there. So you'll need dumbbells at the very least. We are going to do some deadlifts. So if you've got a barbell, awesome. If not, you can do dumbbells. I was doing my deadlifts with dumbbells up until about a month or so ago when I finally chalked up and bought some barbells with some weights. So what we're going to be doing today is a full body workout. And in an effort to speed things up to not take that much time, we're going to be doing some circuits. So the first second circuit rather will work on deadlifts, which is kind of I like to do stiff legged deadlifts. So we're going to do stiff leg deadlifts, lower body. Then we'll do some rear delt work and some bicep curls. So full body in each circuit. And then in the second circuit, hold on, I've got it written in a note, which is really funny. The second circuit will be getting in dumbbell overhead lunge, some kickbacks, a single arm press. You can do it on the floor. I've got a Swiss ball, so we're going to do it on a Swiss ball. When you do one arm at a time, it gets into the core a little more for stabilization. And then we'll do some leg pull ins. So you should be able to get away with, if you just have dumbbells, just a couple of sets of the dumbbells. So grab what you've got and let's go ahead and get warmed up. Again, my name is Jennifer Dixon. I am with Thrive Yoga and Wellness, and I'm also a coach with Fitter, and I am excited to work out with you today. All right, let's do this. So before we get moving, I'm going to warm us up just a smidge. I do love yoga, so you'll probably see some yoga related stretches here. I'm going to wiggle it out and then slowly with bent knees, round myself forward just to kind of get into the hamstrings, relaxing the low back, letting the head go. Maybe you nod it yes, shake it no. Walk those hands forward, feet back, come to a down dog type inverted V position. As you stretch those heels towards the ground, chest towards the quads, the front of those thighs, just for a moment, getting into the upper back. We're going to roll ourselves forward to a high plank position. Crown of the head reaches tall. Draw the belly in as if I had a lasso around your belly button. Roll that body back up to the inverted V position. Let's do that again. Roll it out, high plank position. Crown of the head reaches forward. Bring the chin to your chest. Roll it back up, down dog type position. Let's do that a few more times. Warming up the core. Getting some blood flowing. Last one. Beautiful. We're going to shimmy those feet in just a little bit. Take that right foot up towards the sky. Bend the right knee. Reach that right heel towards your left shoulder. Stretching out across the front of the right thigh, back of the left leg, even into the right side body, maybe into the obliques and core. Good job. Straighten that right leg. Bring that right leg forward. Set the left knee down. Set the hips, shift the hips forward, stretching out that left hip flexor. Good job. We're going to keep that left hand right on the ground as we reach the right hand up. Gentle twist here. Draw the belly in to protect the back in all of your twists. We're going to twist it in the other direction. So we're going to drop that right hand down inside the right leg. Reach that left hand up towards the sky. Notice how the right knee is pressing into that right shoulder. My dog is happy that somebody is walking by. So it becomes like an inner thigh stretch as well as a hip flexor stretch. We're going to plant both hands down onto the mat, shimmy that right foot back, come to your downward facing dog, inverted V position, shoot that right leg up towards the sky, bend that right heel towards your left heel, rather, towards your right shoulder, enjoying that stretch on the right hamstring, left hip flexor, left side of your core. Play with how close you want to press your chest to the thighs, really stretching out the hips here. Straighten that left leg. We're going to shift that left leg forward, set the right knee down, press those hips down towards the ground. Really get into that right hip flexor. Ooh, hello, hip flexor. Hip flexors tend to get tight over time, especially as we sit more and more. So it's always a good idea to stretch out the hip flexor. We're going to leave the right hand on the ground as we reach the left hand up towards the sky. Make sure you draw that belly button in, protecting the back, engaging the transverse abdominals. Gaze, if you can, is up towards your left hand. If it hurts your neck, you can always look down. Let's bring that left hand down to the mat inside the left foot, left knee, left shoulder. Try to connect as you reach the right hand up towards the sky. A gentle twist in the opposite direction. Bring that right hand down to the mat. Shift the hips forward ever so slightly one more time. You can tell this is my stiff side. I tend to baby it more. Plug those right toes down as we lift the hips up. Shift the left foot back. Give yourself back to that downward facing dog. Walk it out. And then we're going to get started with our workout. The very first exercise of our workout is a deadlift. So I'm going to go fairly heavy. I have 115 pounds on the bar. It's a 15-pound bar with 100 pounds of weight. You don't have to go that heavy. We're only going to do 5 here. So go as heavy as you can manage it, maintaining form. We're going to do some stiff leg deadlifts. So let us get going. Let's try to go. For this first second, we're going to do deadlifts, then rear delt raises, and then a dumbbell bicep curl. I've got my phone out here to help me time our rest break. So when you're ready, grab your dumbbells, your barbells, whatever weights you have. You can even use milk jugs or water jugs if you don't have weights. So no excuses, just grab something. Heck, if you don't have any weights, you can still move through the motion and maybe you just do more reps. So I'm just going to do 5, maybe I'll do 6 or 7. I haven't decided. I haven't picked up this weight yet other than to put it on. So let's aim for at least 5, maybe going up to 7 or 8. You ready? I'm going to grab it with this overhand grab. You can do it all over or under if you want, up to you. Belly stays in. Most important thing, protect the spine. Push those toes down into the mat. Draw the shoulders down and away from those ears. Try not to have a rounded spine here. My knees are slightly bent. Inhale, push it down and lift it up. Let's do that again. And up. Good job. Up. Try to keep the bar level. You'll probably notice the stronger side lifts heavier or lifts up faster. Let's do that 2 more. I think we can. 1 more. Nice. Set that weight down with control. Don't drop it. From here, we're going to go straight into the rear delt raises. Go really light here. I'm going to use 2.5-pound weights. Rear delt muscles, the rear part of your shoulder, they are usually fairly weak. And that's another reason why I like to do them first and I have an injury. So I'm just grabbing 2 very small weights. I'm going to bend over, make sure the belly is nice and strong, the knees are soft. I'm going to lift these with my thumb up. Draw that belly in, shoulders stay down and away, and lift up to high like we were making a Y from YMCA. Let's shoot for, let's say 12 maybe. Here's 4. Each time, make sure your shoulders stay back and in place so that we're not recruiting the wrong muscles. If you can, draw the ribs in. Let's do this. Maybe, I think we can do it more. That was 10. Here's 11, 12. I think we can do 15. 13, shoulders back. 14 and 15. Good job. So again, it was really lightweight, but what we're doing is working on shoulder stability, shoulder stabilization. So that's why we can do more reps because it's a lightweight. And it's taken me a long time to recover from a shoulder injury. So go slow. I actually hurt this area of my shoulders. And so that's why it's a really low weight trying to go at first. Now we're going to move to our bicep curls. I'm going to go with about 20 pounds, shoot for about 10 reps. We'll see if I can do it. I recently just graduated to 20 pounds in a bicep curl again after, again, that shoulder injury. So for bicep curls, you can play here. This first round, I'm going to do it from my feet, but we might play with doing it on our knees next. A typical bicep curl, you can do hammer curls straight up and down, but I'm going to do it with a little bit of a twist here at the top. And I like to alternate it so I make sure I'm not forcing it up with the shoulders. What do I mean by that? Sometimes when you're doing your bicep curls, you kind of sling it forward. I don't know if you've seen that before. That's robbing your bicep of doing some work. It's using momentum. We're about halfway there. That was 5. So keep those shoulders down and back. Keep the belly in. Draw the ribs in. Keep the elbows in tight. And curl it up here at the top. I think we've got 2 more. Talking and counting should be outlawed. Sort of like walking and chewing gum, I guess. Good job. Hold those elbows in. Beautiful. We're going to set the weights down, take a little break, just 60-second break. The reason why we want to take some breaks is to let our muscles recover, but we don't want them to get cold, right? So we don't rest too terribly long. Full disclosure, I often fold laundry during my breaks. I'll give myself up to like a 2-minute break, especially if it's a heavy circuit, like with dumbbells, not dumbbells, deadlifts. And before you know it, by the end of your workout, you've also gotten all of your clothes folded and maybe even put some of them away. So, busy mom secret right there. I People often ask, how do you have time? I do have a yoga studio, 2 small children, and I take clients on. I take personal clients and Pilates clients. And how do you have time for you, right? And to get everything done. So one of my secrets is I use this downtime that I'm talking to you to do something else, whether it's fold some laundry, sweep the floors, make a phone call, something short, just like that. And the point is you do what you can, no excuses, don't stop. The floors may not be the cleanest, but we do what we can, we do the best that we can, and there's no guilt. Okay, moms, let's go ahead and get started with this second round. Again, we're going to grab that barbell or the dumbbells as heavy as you can to do our stiff leg deadlift. So again, I'm going to do this overhand grip, draw the belly in. My feet are a little bit wider than hips width and my knees are just slightly bent. Don't round through the spine here. Keep your back nice and straight to force that belly to work. Get out of the low back. Use your glutes as you push down, lift up. And we're going to go for 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Good job. Set that weight down. Grab the light weights and let's go straight into that rear delt raise. Again, knees are soft, belly is in. I'm going to raise it up with my thumbs up again this time. Get those shoulders down and away from the ears. Lift it up for 10, 9. I think we did 15. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4. You notice this left hand doesn't move at the same rate. That's that injured hand. But honestly, this is why I work. That was the last one. Grab your dumbbells. Let's do our bicep curls. I like to do my practices, do my workouts with the camera recording so then you can see any bad habits that you may have or you may have formed. Let's do those bicep curls. I'll show you from the side. We want to keep the shoulders stacked over the hips and the knees not locked. And we're going to curl it up, but we're not using momentum. So momentum would be more like a hip thrust to get it up. Try not to use the momentum. Make this action come from the bicep curls. This is 4 And you want to reach the crown of the head high. The chest is really proud, like your grandmother was working with your posture. I don't know if you had a posture police for a grandmother. That was mine. God rest her soul. Because of her, I know how to use all the forks at a dinner table. She's very proud up in heaven looking down. All right, let's do this one more time because I kind of lost track. Beautiful. All right, set those weights down. We got a 60-second break. Grab your water. Um, grab your water, catch your breath, whatever you need to do. We're going to do 4 sets of these instead of just 3, just to make sure we get a really good workout in today. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments, anything that you are wondering about with regards to the workouts. Again, you want to take a break between the exercises. In a perfect world, you could take up to 5 minutes or even more between sets to allow your muscles to recover better, to help with that muscle protein synthesis, muscle growth, excuse me, hypertrophy. And but if we could live in the gym and had no other responsibilities, several minutes between each exercise would be ideal, right? But I'm going to assume more people are like me and very busy than the other way around with lots of time to spend and take the time between each set for rest. So, my solution to be able to get the exercises in, to be able to get the muscle growth that I'm looking for, is to do circuits or supersets or circuits. Superset is 2 exercises, a circuit is 3 or more, and try to get as many exercises in of different body parts and then rest. So that's why you see with this deadlift, we're working on a bit more posterior chain, bicep curls, the front of the body, rear delt is a little higher up. So let's do this. We're going to do this 2 more times. This is set number 3. Grab your heavy weights for your dumbbells, feet directly underneath the hips. Knees are slightly bent. The hands are straight down from the shoulders. Draw the belly in. Nice flat back. And we're going to lift it up here for 7, 6. Let the bar be right in front of the shins. 5, 4. Proud chest at the top. 3. Good job. 2 more. 2. Last one. Push down with those big toes. 1. Beautiful. Set that weight down. Grab your lighter weights for your rear delt raises. Again, we're going to try for 15. You want super light weights. Don't push it here. I tried it with 5 pounds early on in my weightlifting career, and that actually hurt. So pull those shoulders down and away. Go really, really, really light. And let's come up here for 15, 14. My elbows are not locked, but my arms are straight. There is a difference. We've got 10 more. When your elbows are straight but not locked, it recruits the muscles to do the work, not as much just the joints. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Drop those weights. We're going to grab the dumbbells, come straight into our bicep curls. We've got 10 of these, working to where this is pretty hard at the end, right? We want to be able to leave a little bit of gas in the tank, but not so much that you could like go out and go for a run after this workout, right? I get that question a lot. How heavy do you lift? So I grew up in the era of women shouldn't lift heavy. And so it's actually taken me a little bit of time to get over that idea of, 5, 8, maybe 10 pounds and going for like 20 reps. If that's all the weight that you have, then by all means do it. Let's do 2 more. Um, Now that I've learned a little bit more, thank you to the training with INFS and Fitter, I'm not as afraid of lifting heavy. You notice how I'm slowing down, my heart's getting a little higher. We got a 60-second break. I'm going up, trying to, it's called progressive overload, progressive training, trying to increase your weights over time. That's going to help to grow your muscles. And the benefit of having more muscles, as you know, is higher calorie burn, right? So you get to hopefully increase the amount of food that you like to eat. At least that's my motivation because I love to eat. I don't know about you, but that's what I love to, that's one of the things. And with Thanksgiving coming right around, you want to make sure that you maintain your workouts and try not to eat more than your total daily energy expenditure, your TDEE, sometimes called PEE. And if you'd like to learn more about eating, nutrition, things like that, you can leave us a comment down below, or you can find me on Facebook. I am also a member of the Fitter US Facebook group. It's for US patriots, I guess, US citizens. And what we do is we help you learn how to create a diet that's sustainable for you, because you don't have to do one particular diet. If you love keto and you love low carb, then by all means. If you are not as much into the meat and the high protein, you can do a higher carb, lower fat type of diet. And the key is finding something that's sustainable for you, that meets your minimum daily requirements of protein, which I can talk to you about in just a minute after we finish this set. Last set of our circuit here. Going back to our stiff leg, or sometimes called Romanian deadlifts. Knees are just slightly bent. Going to grab hold of the bar, draw that belly in, try not to round through the spine here. We're going to inhale, push down, and let's lift it up here for 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, squeeze to those glutes. Last one. 1. Beautiful. You can tell I'm getting tired. Whew. All right, I'm going to smooth this barbell back. Grab hold of the light weights for those rear delt raises. You can play with thumbs facing forward, which is what I'll do this time. You can also play with going out to a T. I'm still working on building strength going in this direction. So I'm going to stay right here at the Y. Here's 4, 5, 10 more, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, whoo, 15. Good job. All right, go to your dumbbells. You should be getting fairly tired here. This last 10 should be really sinking hard, but we're going to do it, right? All right, grab your dumbbells. Make sure you use your powerhouse. In Pilates, that core is your powerhouse. Keep your core nice and steady, and let's curl it up here for 10 and 9. Woo! One at a time. 8. And then we're going to go 7 more. 6 more. Come on, don't give up. Don't use your momentum just because you're tired. 5. I might be speaking to myself. Go nice and slow with control, but we're not doing that really slow. There's a different school of thought. 3, where you go really slow. I don't really subscribe to that. Again, there's that whole time component. 2 more times. You just go at a nice, even pace. Last one. Good job. All right, set that dumbbell down. Catch your breath. We get a 60-second break right here before we go into the next circuit. So this next circuit's going to actually have 4 exercises. Let me tell you what they are. The first exercise is an overhead dumbbell lunge. Anytime you have your weight overhead, it's requiring you to stabilize through your core a little bit more. So if that's too challenging, or if you feel pain in the low back, take the weights down to your side. The next exercise will be a dumbbell kickback for your triceps. And then the third exercise is a single arm floor press, or you can do a single arm chest press up on a bench or a stability ball. I'm going to grab my stability ball. The last exercise, actually, I think I'm going to do it the first and the last. The first for this one, and then again at the end of it, so we can get more sets. It'll be the leg pull in. All right, so you ready? I think we can do it. So let's get started. We're going to come down to our backs and do 15 leg pull-ins. Let me demonstrate what it is. And then if you start to feel froggy, we can add some little tips and tools and things for it. So lay all the way down, hands all the way down to your side. Option number 1 is your head can be down here on the mat to encourage your shoulders to be down and back. I'm going to bring my chin to my chest a little bit more Pilates style. Hover those toes off the mat and bring it in for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So remember, the lower your legs go, the harder this is, but you don't want your back to bow up, right? So you only go down as low as you can keep that connection of your sacrum, lower rib onto the mat. We've got 2 more after this one. Last one. I think we can do 2 more. Let's do 17. I think we can. Good job. Bring those knees in. Give them a squeeze. Rock and roll up. From here, we're going to go up to do our dumbbell overhead lunges. I think I'm going to do, let's do this first set with 10. I'm going to go a little bit light just to check in. I've been doing heavy legs this week and my legs are a little tired. And then if I feel really froggy, I'll take it up to 15. We're just doing 8 reps of these, so I think we can do this, all right? So again, option number 1, weights overhead. Option number 2, if that's bad for the back, is down here by your hips. I'm going for it. So here we go. We're going to step it out with that right leg and take it down. There's 1. 1, 2. Trying to land softly with that foot as it goes forward. That's part of the practice. Here's 4. And 5. 7. 2 more. And 8. Last one. Good job. Awesome. Totally going to go up to 15 here. All right. From here, I got to catch my breath. The next exercise we're going to do are those kickbacks, dumbbell kickbacks. I'm going to keep my 10-pound weight just because it's easier, and most people may not have those adjustable dumbbells. So when you're ready, slightly bend the knees, bending forward, long tailbone, crown of the head is reaching as an extension from the spine. We take it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Take those weights down, shake it off. Let me keep track of what we're doing. And then the next exercise, single arm floor press. If you've got another dumbbell, grab it. If you don't, go back to that same weight that you just did. I'm going to move it up to 20 pounds and just see what happens. Again, you can go straight from the floor or you can be up here on a Swiss ball. Your call. Swiss ball adds a little more instability, so it makes your core work more. So make sure your powerhouse, your core is nice and strong as you lift it up. Let's do 12. So we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side, going for 12 and 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You can do it. 1. Oh man, that was so hard. All right, catch your breath. We've got a minute-long break here. Whew, and then we'll get going again. Actually, let's do another set of leg pull-ins. We'll finish the circuit with leg pull-ins. I think we can. And if you've got a therapy ball, put it between your legs. This is really awesome because it recruits those inner thigh muscles some. So, you ready? Lay down here on your back. Squeeze that therapy ball in between your ankles, in between your calves. And then we're going to take it out and bring it in. Take it out, bring it in. Remember, chin to chest is an option. That just recruits these upper ab muscles a little bit more. Rectus abdominals. Here's 6. Whoo. Here's 10. I think we can do 7 more. 7 and 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, Last one. Nice. Oh, now we get our minute break. I'm sort of a liar, I guess, when it comes to figuring out or sequencing these things. This way, it's kind of like an extra set of leg pull-ins, in my opinion. So I think it's a good compromise, wouldn't you? Okay, so right before we started this circuit, I was talking briefly about necessary protein for optimal muscle growth, hypertrophy. So the most recent studies suggest having between 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram. When I first started with quantified nutrition, I was down lower at the 1.6 range, and I still was able to lose weight. Um, I lost, I guess, around 12 pounds following quantified nutrition, and that's with macros. And if you want to learn more, make sure you leave me a DM. But it wasn't until I started ramping up the protein. I'm now almost at 1 gram per pound or two ish grams per kilogram. And when I went from the 1.8 up to the 2 slash what 2.2 per kilogram, that's when the toning started really happening. And so, just in case you were wondering, that's kind of what I do. Is I do about 1 gram per pound. Do all